good? This is Kupfull with Kennedi Marie, and today on my show I have a very special guest. She is the sole owner of CrownNGlory Family Hair Studios. This is Miss Latrice. How are you today?
I am awesome.
That's great. So how's business going?
I really can't even put into words how it's going. It's still just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful every day.
Okay, so we're going to get right into it. Okay. So, CrownNGlory, I want to get on that first. It's a wonderful name. I love the name. And I just want to know, where did they come from? How did you create the name?
It really was just a name that I threw out there. I worked with another salon for about 17 years, and it was called The Shop Salon here in Conway. And so back in April or May, when God started birthing this thing in me, and he gave me the tools, I just wanted to do something different. That although I worked at another salon, I wanted a separate entity that was mine. Right. And the name, it actually stems from CrownNGlory Aesthetics, because I do other things besides doing hair. And I didn't want aesthetics to be the salon name, so we came up with CrownNGlory Family Hair Studio, because we accommodate men, women, boys, and girls, and we do just a plethora of things.
Okay, and so so before CrownNGlory, it was Trice B. Brayton, and that's what you were known for years. So I want you to just let us know the story of that, because I'm pretty sure Brayton was not on your mind like initially. So how did you become Trice B. Brayton?
Like you said, initially it was not. I went to school. I graduated from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff with a degree in criminal justice, and I wanted to go into probation and parole or work with the Marshal Service. I wanted to get them, transport them or something. I just wanted to be in law enforcement. I interned with Houghton, Michigan, and in Springfield, Missouri in law enforcement, because I thought that's what I wanted to go into. And once I finished in 1991, I just picked up some hair and started braiding. No formal training, no anything. It was never just a dream of mine, but I realize now that it's a ministry now, and I love it. I love it.
And it's natural when you work in your passion and just love what you do.
It is. I tell you, it really is a passion. Other than being in church in the presence of God, I don't know anything that I would rather do than this after 28 years, and that's the honest to God's truth. There's nothing else that I'd rather do besides being in church.
That's good. I like to hear that. Okay, so when you were getting started with the building, when you got offered the building and you received it, it was like after that it was crunch time until the day of your grand opening. So between that time, what was your mindset like? Because I'm pretty sure it was like late nights, early mornings, grinding. How did you stay focused? How did you stay motivated during that time? And it was like 10 weeks, right, that you got the grand opening together?
Yes. Yeah, I guess about 10 weeks, even, 4, 8, yeah, I'd say about 10 weeks. When you say late nights and early mornings, that's an understatement. I think I was up, because I wish I had pictures of what this started out like. And I'm a decorator, like creator and stuff by nature. Yeah. You've been to my house, and I love projects. And so instantly when it was offered to me and I saw it, I instantly saw what I wanted to do, how I wanted to divide it, and bring in things like the pedicure services, facials, a nail tech, and have just a lot of different things to offer. And I don't know, it was just amazing seeing it all come together. And now I don't know if a single person has come over here, especially the older clients for the other stylists that are here, and they have not told me how they love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the place.
It's so inviting. They've said it feels like a salon now. Just this morning, Kennedi, I was coming over here, and there's a maintenance guy right down at the end, and he stopped me and he said he's been here a lot of years and he has never seen the parking lot full.
Wow.
Like we have it now.
Yeah.
It's like people love coming here, and because there's so many people here now that we just, it's like a salon with chatter and kids and creativity going on with cuts and braids and weaves and just everything. So he's amazed. Yes, he's amazed.
That's good. The place is very beautiful. I love it. I love everything that you did with it. And I know it feels good just to see that hard work pay off, because it's like, whew, like, it's just a relief.
Yes, now my mind can shut down between this and the workshops. My mind can shut down now. Yes.
So you were mentioning how you don't do just hair. So I know that you do oils and hair products, and in your salon you offer nail technician in here, and you do workshops as well. So when you're in all these areas of beauty, like, how do you balance it all? How do you balance, like, going through all these different facets of beauty?
Again, I have to say it's the grace of God in my life, and the fact that my home life is very peaceful and pleasant. Now, I won't lie, I've had a couple of moments between the workshops and getting this together, and I'm still working every day, all day.
Right.
I've had a couple of anxiety moments where, you know, you're working, but it's like your brain is telling you need to be doing that email and calling this and checking here, and I have to sometimes sit down and just tell myself I'm only one person.
Right.
I have to kind of delegate, ask somebody, can you do this for me? Can you get copies? Can you make these phone calls, send these emails and things like that? But I truly enjoy it, but there are times when it gets to be a little overwhelming. That's why I didn't want to do any more workshops towards the end of the year, so I could focus on holidays and just being non-stressed for a couple of months.
Okay, so I want you to talk a little more about the workshop.
Okay. After 28 years in the industry, God just really placed in my heart that it's now time to give that skill. Because one of the things that I tell the ladies, college is a wonderful option.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you'll go to college, and we've all seen it, where you go to college and you have to move back home because you can't get a job in your field, or you go back home and you work in that factory or at the dollar store. You know, don't knock me.
Yeah.
Those are good places to work while you're trying to get it together, but nobody wants to spend 4.5, 5, or 6 years in the field and have student debt and all that kind of stuff, and you can't work.
Just building up and building
and with a skill is something that you invest in yourself, and no one can ever take that from you. The 4 workshops, I still stay in touch with a lot of the ladies. I offer myself to them to still go over the things that we've learned in the workshops, and they love it. I've had so many ladies to say they are so appreciative, because it gives them something that the girls, when they're in college, they can make money.
Right.
You know, even if you're a guy, you can braid somebody. You know, it just means you're about making money. It doesn't mean anything other than, look, I'm trying to get my money up.
Right.
But if you're a mom and you're shelling out money for braids and weaves, you learn how to do it. Then you save that money. You show your daughters. If you're somebody heading into college, you can make that money. It's too easy to pass it up. It's an investment. You know, a lot of people will look at, oh, it's $200. You know, I can look at YouTube and learn how to do this, that, and the other.
Right.
YouTube is wonderful.
It is.
Can't say nothing bad about it. But sometimes you need a hands-on person. Sometimes you need to be able to call that person. What am I doing wrong, Miss Treese? Can you show me what to do? And I tell them, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to critique you when you send me pictures.
Right.
But it will always be to lift you up, never to make you feel bad, because I want them. And I was telling them the other day, I don't know if we had a workshop where I didn't cry, because I'm so passionate about them learning it, and I want them to get it. Besides there being so much money out there for them to earn, Kennedi, it can take them anywhere. Now that you don't have to be licensed, they can pretty much go anywhere, and they have a skill, whether it's Atlanta, over to Memphis, Kansas City. I don't care where it is. You have that skill, and you take your skill and your portfolio or your pictures, your Instagram following, all that kind of stuff, and you go to work. Exactly. And that's what I want them all to do. Just do it, stay at it, because it's not going to come easy.
No, it's
not going to come easy, but just do the work.
Okay, so I like that. I really like the idea of the workshops and everything. I think more people should, get involved in it, and it's different when you have someone that actually wants to help you, because it's just so common, like in our community with Black people, they don't want to help the next person, especially when you're dealing with women. And so I really appreciate that. So CrownNGlory, it has started, it has begun, and you have been an entrepreneur for a very long time. So I want to know what's next? What's the future dreams and goals that you have for you, and then like for just CrownNGlory, like all together?
I don't know. My mind finally kind of slowed down. God gave me a break for a minute, but I don't know. There's so many things that I want to do. There's so many things. I'm going to head over to Memphis in a couple weeks to get some training over there, because each year that I bring the workshops, I want to be able to bring something new. And even with the workshops, I want to do little pop-up workshops here and there to, even if you know how to braid and twist, you can always learn a different skill. You can always better yourself. Always be a student. Always be willing to be a student. And I love learning, and I love this so much that I'm excited to go over there and learn, and just to add to what I already do. So when we come around for these next workshops, it's bam, we getting it even better. Things that I have in the works there'll be CrownNGlory, but if they're not strictly like hair braiding seminars like that, it'll fall under C&G Productions.
Gotcha.
So, and then I'm thinking of a clothing line. I'm working with my sister. Both of my sisters own Mitch and Mita Graphics out of Fort Worth, Texas, and we're gonna get some designs and stuff together and go forth. I tell you, when God starts doing some waking up your mind, and showing you the great potential that you have in you, it is overwhelming and it's so fun. Yeah,
and it's like it's limitless to what you can do.
Limitless, yes.
That's great. I'm excited to see what's coming in the works for C&G.
Yes.
And for Miss Latrice. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna take a break, and it's game time with K. Marie. So the game today is the 5-second rule. So I'm gonna kind of explain how it works. So I'll give you something to name. Like, for instance, if I was to ask you to name 3 things in the salon, you would have 5 seconds to name it. And so 5 seconds goes pretty fast, so you kind of got to be quick on your feet. So I have a list. Of things. So we're going to get right into it.
Okay.
So you ready?
Ready.
So I'll just, like, if you run out of time, just say, it's wrong. So, okay, so the first thing, name 3 things you would find in the kitchen. Go.
Forks, knives, and spoons.
Okay, so all right, so you know how it go. Okay, cool, that was good. Okay, they kind of get a little tricky. Well, not really, but okay. So name 3 kinds of weather. Go.
Cold, hot, and rainy.
Okay, I guess
Is that weather?
Yeah, I guess you could say
Cold
it's
weather,
cold
hot
outside.
weather.
It's hot outside. Yeah, I guess it's kind of
Rainy weather.
Yeah, it's rainy outside. Yeah, that's kind of weather. Okay, cool. All right, so next one. Name 3 things that are the color black. Go.
Black men, black women, and coal.
Okay, that was good. You got that in like 4 seconds. That was close. That was good. You're thinking on your toes. Okay, next one. Name 3 Disney movies. Go.
Frozen, Frozen 2, Frozen 1, and Cars.
It's over. That was 6 seconds. That was close though, but Frozen 1 and Frozen 2.
Yes.
That's
And Cars. Because Frozen is out.
Yeah, it is. I think the second one just came out.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, next one. Name 3 types of vehicles. Go.
Maxima, Lexus, and Toyota.
Okay, good. You made it through that song. Okay. I got like 5 more. We made it halfway through the game. Okay. Name 3 things that you would dip in ketchup. Go.
French fries, hamburgers, and
I don't That's what when I was writing, I'm like, what would you? I thought cheeseburger.
I thought
French
about
fries.
burger.
Yeah, you said burger, you said fries. I don't know what would be like I guess hot dog.
I started to say hot dog, but I'm like, you don't dip it.
You don't really, yeah, but I guess you could get away with it. Okay, so name 3 things that you would take to the pool. Go.
A towel, a floaty, and a hat.
Okay, that was good. We made it through that time. Okay, name 3 things that you see in the sky. Go.
A plane, clouds, and birds.
Okay, so you can. Okay, I should have made them a little harder. That's probably what I should have done. Okay, name 3 brands of computers. Go.
Mac, Dell, and HP.
Okay, I thought I was gonna get you on that one because, cause I couldn't really think of. I wouldn't have thought about that in like 5 seconds. Okay, this is the last one. This one should be really easy. So name 3 things that you're good at. Go.
Singing, praying, and encouraging.
There we go. You heard from Miss Latrice. So that was the end of game time. The 5-second rule. I hope that you enjoyed that. So ever since I've known you as someone who is always spreading positivity, giving high energy at all times, and I know that you do that with your clients when you're interacting with your clients. So when they're leaving your chair, leaving this shop, of course they're leaving with a fabulous hairdo, and of course maybe some oils, maybe some products, anything. But what else do you want your clients? What do you want to stick with them when they leave out of your space?
Really, there's probably 2 things. I want them to, for the most part, understand that they are beautiful, even without braids and weaves and all this stuff. I see a lot of people made up, and I want people to realize that women are great. We are so fierce. We're awesome. We're great. We can do it. And even when life gets hard and you have to question why me and this and that it's okay. Stand back up straight. Know your worth. Don't settle for any mess. And to know that God has got you covered. A lot of times we like to look at a finished product of something or somebody's accomplishments, but you never know the backstory of a person. I've been through a lot. I've had days where I didn't know and I cried and things have hurt in my life, but I know that it was all shaping and forming me to be a better leader, a better follower, a better Christian, a better woman, a better mother, a better friend, just an all-around better person. And that's what I take out of everything I've gone through. And if I can take some of that encouragement and put just little seeds into my women, no matter the age, that's what I want from them to get. And for real.
Yeah. I'm glad you talked about how us women, we are very great, powerful, black girl magic. I'm here for it.
Black power.
Yes.
Black girl power.
Yes. So, since I've met you as well, you have always been on the go. It's like if there's not one client, there's another. You always have your hands full. You're always doing something. It's like you got to squeeze people in your schedule. It stays busy. So with everything that goes on with business, the clients, everything, how do you keep that internal peace with yourself? How do you maintain you?
Really, again, it just goes back to the fact that my life is good. I have 2 kids, a 25-year-old and getting ready to be 14-year-old, and they are good kids. I don't have a lot of people in my life that are, that kind of stuff. I don't have people in my life that take from my peace. I stay connected with God, and even in that, I know I can even connect even better, even more, give Him more time and stuff. But really, it's just because there's so much that goes on around me. Sometimes I have to just sit down and just let God minister through song or something that I'm reading and get back grounded, because it's so easy to get up in the morning, hit the floor, start checking messages, and hit the ground running, and God becomes an afterthought.
Right.
But I try even throughout the day to just make sure that I'm listening to his music, listening to his words, and allowing things to minister to me. Because if I don't have it, I can't give it to you. And I need to draw from that sometimes when I'm just like depleted, going all day, giving everything. Because in this business, you give everything to your clients. After 28 years, I've given. I need a whole new me.
Yeah.
But God keeps pouring into me strength and favor and blessings and grace and mercy. And I'm so thankful for that. And it allows me to every day get replenished and give back to them, so I don't feel stressed and get mean and angry and bitter and sick of doing this. But every day I'm thankful that he gives me a brand new me every day to then give to my clients. The smiles and the hugs and the laughter and the fun and playfulness, because I'm real silly. And it's genuine. It really is.
And I want to emphasize how you're talking about is the people around you. Make sure, because toxicity and toxic people and toxic relationships is very dangerous, and it can be very detrimental to just your peace. And you know, some people will allow that, to let that be taken away from them. And it's just, I'm still learning how that is affected, but I make sure that the people around me are, actually bring something to the table instead of taking something away. And I make sure that I, pour into them and encourage them and just, be positive. Because it's like you never know what someone is going through. You never know someone's story, as you said earlier. And it just really helps if, you just be that.
And it's good that you're learning that early, because for a lot of us, we didn't learn it till later in life. You kind of let people be in your ear about stuff. But I've never wanted a salon that was full of gossip. And I was blessed even over at the shop. Talk is talk, but it happens because we have so many people in there. But we weren't the kind of salon that was just constantly in people's business, and even over here. And because I really learned to listening ears are running mouth. And don't think you won't get talked about. And it's humbling to know that, okay, I probably did some things that weren't pleasing to God. So now, you learn from those things and you say, I don't want that person around me, and I don't want to be that person. So it does sometimes mean you have to kind of distance yourself. Not that you're better than them, but you just want to be somewhere different.
Exactly. I like that. Okay, so earlier you were talking about how you just want to let women know how powerful and how how to be confident and how to love themselves. So I just want you to explain the what self-confidence and what self-love looks like and what you have learned from that.
Oh gosh.
I know that's a loaded question.
Let me see. Self-love. You're gonna make me cry?
No, don't do it.
It's liking myself, knowing that I made some mistakes. I made some mistakes against people, but more importantly, against God. And because He loves me with the love that I'll never understand, it causes me to love me. It causes me to love me to the point to where I don't want to do things that will hurt other people. I don't want to do things that will damage myself or the name, the CrownNGlory name, Latrice Flakes name. I don't want to bring shame to my church. I've just learned over the years that I'm going to make mistakes. I'm probably going to fall a couple more times. But I'm growing, and I'm knowing that with the strength of God, nothing is impossible. I can be great. I don't have to care if they like it, because not everybody's going to like it. And it's funny that you say that. I was just talking to somebody today, and they were like, they said, I'm all about money. Why is it, if a man is doing his thing, oh, he's an entrepreneur and he's great. But when a woman wants to do her thing and don't want to fool with foolishness, then we're something different. No, I am about people. I love people. I want people to love themselves. During the season, I want people to be loved. I want them to feel loved. I want people to know their worth. I want little girls to know they're beautiful. If they never put a piece of weave in their hair, if they never get the long braids, your natural hair, your beauty I want women to just know that they are everything. Single mothers, they are everything. As women, we nurture and we give so much, and a lot of times we don't get anything in return. Right. But if you know that you're valuable and you're loved and you're great and you can do it scared. Do it scared and just step out there. Some things are going to work, some things won't. Don't quit on yourself. If it's something you really want to do, just don't quit. Just revamp, re-put it back together or whatever. Get some good people behind you. Make sure you have God first. And it'll start to come together. It'll
fall into place.
Yeah.
Yes, and I know the importance of knowing your self-worth is very important, especially when you're dealing with other people, because if they see that you don't know what you're worth, then they know they can run over you or they can do this and that, and it's very damaging and it's hurtful and it causes a lot of pain that doesn't have to happen, you know. So yes.
And it's funny that you would say that because, like a couple years ago I started taking pictures. I'm pictures all over the place. I'm taking pictures of my women because I want them to know that you're beautiful. We look at everybody else on Instagram double tapping and liking their pictures. Well, I want somebody to like my clients' pictures too. I want people to know that, hey, I got beautiful women. The housewife, the mother with 4 or 5 kids, the girl that's in college, the kid that's in the 11th grade that doesn't think she's cute. I want people to know we have beautiful women right here in our midst. And it's not always that we have to like someone else's pictures.
Right.
I want them to like our women here. And I got to where I take pictures and I post them. And girl, I don't care. I can be great.
I see you post.
You don't have to like it. That's what this finger's for. Scroll past it. But I'm learning to just embrace smiling and being silly and being funny and being a woman and being okay. Just being me if nobody else likes it.
Right.
Because I like me.
Right. I like me.
I like
Even
me.
if you don't like me, I like me.
I truly like me. And you have to grow to that point to like yourself.
You do. Yeah. You do. And that not isolation, but the time to yourself really helps. And I know that some people they don't like being alone. It scares them, but it's like it's okay. That's the time that you need for yourself. Definitely. So yes. So I have one last question for you. So I know that creativity is just your thing. So outside of being creative, doing someone's hair, you love redecorating, redesigning. So I see it. So let me tell y'all. Every time I go into Miss Latrice's house, it's totally different than the time before. She is always redecorating, redoing something. And it's really good, and I love it. So where did that passion come? Where did that love come from?
I don't know. I started wanting to paint and do wallpaper and borders and like lay carpet. Girl, I think I can do it all. I don't know why. And then HGTV didn't help. Yeah. Because if you go to my house right now, there's a man doing some stuff at my house right now.
Goodness. So it's going to be different next time.
Putting up a wall and stuff in the carport, literally right now. I love to see things change. Paint is my friend. Spray paint is my friend. You can decorate without a large budget. You can change out accessories and things like that. And my mind thinks in color. Everything doesn't have to be matchy. Just different textures and fabrics and colors and things like that. And then when you get tired of it, you just paint and bring in some stuff. And everything doesn't have to be big pieces of furniture. Right. But if you accessorize around it, it looks like a whole new room. Add an accent wall or some textured wallpaper. Just different things like that. I love to just see newness. I love to see newness. Yeah. That's what that is.
Yeah. So what has been your favorite project? Like something that you worked on, you just loved it from beginning to end?
I guess I would have to say my house, and secondly over here, because I came in, I did a lot of work over here. You really can't tell since you didn't see the beginning. Yeah. But I think in my house, because I'll look at something and make a phone call. Hey, can we take this wall out right here? And, I want a room. Can we push this window out right here? I want double doors. Can you close in my garage and make it a gym? But then I want a garage on the back. Yeah. I love pouring concrete. Like, can I get some concrete right here? And just, I don't know. So I would have to say first my house, and then over here, a close second. Because even when I hear my clients say they're painted, call me if you need some help painting. Call me if you need some help taking out wallpaper. I love doing things like that. It's not a bother to me to pack up a house and move and all that.
It doesn't bother
That's in my element.
Really?
Yes, that is in my element. I'm trying to, even when I'm working my clients, I'm trying to work, run home, change clothes, paint, change, come back to work. So it's like that's something else that I love. So it's not work to me.
Right.
That kind of stuff is not work for me.
So let's say so you say you like decorating your house. So what's something that you feel like is an essential or something like that just makes the room pop?
Nice pictures. Nice mirrors, because mirrors will open up a space and they really bring some light into it. A nice chandelier, and it doesn't have to be anything really expensive. Girl, Amazon got a lot of stuff that's expensive. A nice chandelier and just nice pictures and things around to just accent. Girl, that's when places like TJ Maxx, Ross, and Hobby Lobby come in handy.
Yeah.
Because you can switch out things so easily. So learning how to work with paint and just some nice accessories, a nice pretty mirror always brings the room together.
I love them. I love them. So so I want to thank you for coming on to Kupfull with Kennedi and Marie.
For thinking of me.
No problem. I really appreciate you bringing your insight and just talking with me, and just I hope you enjoyed the podcast.
I did. I can't wait to see it.
Yes, so that was your Kupfull with Kennedi Marie, and I hope that everyone is doing great, grinding, doing the best they can, showing up as their best selves, and I will see you on the next Kupfull. See ya.